Are you serious? Are you serious? We are very serious. A very serious situation is taking place here. Pakistan says it has shot down two warplanes, two of India's jets, and that they've captured at least one of their pilots. Now, India says, no, wait a minute. You've got both of our pilots. Now, we do have, I have seen footage, and there is pictures out here of one of the Indian pilots being what looks like beaten by some of the crowd in a village. Now, Pakistan says its Air Force did shoot down two Indian fighter jets over the disputed border region of Kashmir in a significant escalation of the crisis between these two nuclear armed powers. India is a nuclear nation, and so is Pakistan. India confirmed the loss of one plane, said it shot down also a Pakistani warplane as it responded to the incident. Pakistan claimed to have captured an Indian pilot, and to India's fury, published a video of him. India demands that he be safely returned. At first, Pakistan said they have both pilots. And of course, we see the pictures of the one pilot being beaten. But the confrontation came a day after India said it launched airstrikes in Pakistan territory in the first such incursion by Indian Air Force planes since the India-Pakistan War of 1971. India and Pakistan both control parts of the Kashmir area, but each claim that the entire region is theirs. So the latest skirmishes are the most serious crisis over the disputed border area in years. Pakistan's prime minister said neither side could afford miscalculations and that any further escalation would be beyond his and Indian Prime Minister's Modi's control. So Pakistani's chief military spokesperson, Major General Ghaffur, claimed that two Indian air fighter jets were downed today in an operation. One fell inside a Pakistani-controlled Kashmir. The other went down in India-controlled region of Kashmir. The Major General Ghaffur initially claimed that he had possession of both Indian pilots and that they had both been arrested, and said one was being treated for injuries in a military hospital. But then later said, no, I only have one in custody. Well, where's the other one? How do you say you have two and then say you only have one? And that's why India is very upset. They're saying, Pakistan say, no, we only have one and the other guy's missing. We don't know where he is. But they originally said they had both of them and that one was being treated in the hospital. Now, India said that it had lost only one aircraft, but confirmed one pilot was missing after the Pakistani airstrikes. India's foreign ministry spokesman went on to say that India's Air Force has shot down a Pakistani jet, which fell on the Pakistani side of the border. Pakistan later released that it said was a video of a detained Indian pilot, identifying him as a wing commander. So India called the move a vulgar display and unprovoked act of aggression that violates all norms of international humanitarian law. And a foreign ministry in Pakistan should return him immediately. It was made clear that Pakistan would be well advised to ensure that no harm comes to the Indian defense personnel in its custody, according to the India's foreign ministry. So Pakistan closed its airspace for a time today. A number of Indian airline jets announced suspension of flights to several Indian airports, further later resumed them. Now, guys, earlier last year, back in May of 2018, of course, I was in India. Went there and held a crusade out in the jungle. We had 2,000 people each day come to hear the gospel message of Jesus Christ. We fed all the people. We paid for the tents. We paid for all the food, and we fed Paul Begley Prophecy Ministries. We fed 2,000 people both days, 2,000 people. We prayed for, I personally lay hands and prayed for over 1,000 people, and so did Pastor Mark Wolverton. Many were saved. Hundreds were saved. Many were healed. It was 106 degrees. We rented dump trucks. I wanted to rent buses. I couldn't get any, so I rented dump trucks and sent them into 4 different villages, and they would fill them with 250 people in each dump truck in the back, and then bring them to the meetings, and then go back and get another truck full of people. That's how the 2,000 made it into the jungle. You can't have an open door outside Crusade in India. It's illegal unless you're on private property, and you still need a permit. I didn't have a permit. I was on private property though, and since I was so far in the jungle, you know, nobody bothered with me. But look, it's spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ is not an easy deal when it comes to India. We also at Paul Begley Prophecy Ministries, we pay the rent on 2 different children's orphanages. We pay the rent on both those locations, and we also support 42 evangelistic pastors throughout India, helping with their needs, as well as Pastor Sammy Naik and his son. And so we, you know, look, keep the gospel going. And that's why I went to India. Now, on my way there, I flew over Pakistan, and I have an orphanage in Pakistan that I support. Matter of fact, 38 kids are there. We pay the rent on that facility every month, and we help support the pastor there and those children, okay? We just bought all those kids clothes, and we did that for India, and we do this all the time. So you have to understand, Paul Begley Prophecy Ministries does more than YouTube videos. So I just want to say that I never say anything on YouTube. I never say anything about that hardly, ever. And yeah, I have DVDs that are available and to purchase, and books. But folks, all of that, all those funds go into the ministry to help send the free Bibles out to people all over the world that want them, to send blankets to people that are very, very ill, stage 4 cancer, ventilators, brain tumors, okay? Sending blankets that are prayed over, anointed with oil. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, it's free, and we'll get it to you. We'll pay the postage, okay? A lot of folks volunteer some of the blankets. Some of them we have to purchase our own to get, the demand is so large. And we have Bibles we send to people all over the world for free. The Bibles are free. We pay the postage. And so these are just some of the things we do. And let me just say, I've been preaching now, I'll be celebrating 35 years of ministry on June 24th, okay? 35 years full-time preaching the gospel. Plus, I've worked a secular job for over 26 years simultaneously. We've been on the internet now 9 years. This Friday is our 9th anniversary, March 1st. March 1st. And all weekend long, we're doing a telethon. Not a telethon. That's a wrong word. That's not even the right word. We're just taking up an offering. We're celebrating our 9 years online. And if you would like, Friday, I'll be live. I'll be back in the Salvation Station. And Friday, if you'd like to give a special offering, if you would like to give a special offering to help me celebrate 9 years, I would really greatly appreciate it. Because when I look each year at what all I'm going to do, how am I going to take care of all the kids and the orphanages and the Bibles and the blankets, and how am I going to hold conferences and like Heidi's doing this free conference in Louisville, Kentucky in April, and how am I going to host these 3 days of glory and feed all the people that come to that, and then again summer fire and feed all the people that come to that. I mean, just all the stuff we do. How am I going to do all that? Well, I do it with the help of our amazing online church. If it weren't for this online church, this doesn't happen. And how do I have the time to do all the videos and all that? Can't do it. Couldn't take the time. Couldn't put the hours of research in. So I'm just saying, I don't even know why I got on this. I guess because I'm talking about Pakistan and India, but this is a good time, I guess, to bring it up. Would you go right now to my website and say, Pastor Paul, I want to start right now, and I'm going to give a special offering today. Or if you want to, do it Friday. If you want, give your best. Give a special offer. Some of you are already supporters of our ministry every month. And some of you are tithers to our ministry every week or every 2 weeks or every month, whatever it is however the Lord leads you to do it. But I'm asking for this to be above and beyond that. I'm asking for every person. And some of you watch my videos. My Lord, you've watched me forever. And maybe you've never given to any ministry. That's fine. But if you enjoy what we do and you like to know that people are being saved or being born again, lives are changing, I'm asking you to help me. I'm going to literally ask you to help me. Go to my website, paulbegleyprophecy.com. Just go to paulbegleyprophecy.com right now and give from your heart. And if you want to do it on Friday to help me celebrate, let's have a huge offering day that day. We need a huge day to celebrate our 9th anniversary online. I know many of you have watched me on my YouTube videos over the last 9 years, and you've enjoyed it. You've enjoyed it. I just ran to a guy who's been watching me here in California. Okay, I went to get a haircut, and a guy in the barbershop knew who I was. And it was like, wow, they're out there everywhere. And they're like, yeah, man, I see you from time to time. You know, you show up on my Google bar. Look, we have over a lot of thousands and thousands of subscribers, but we only have a few who actually financially make it happen. Do something for it. To touch your heart. Let God touch your heart. Friday, March 1st, Saturday, March 2nd, and Sunday, March 3rd. Help me celebrate this weekend our 9th anniversary of online ministry. And let me just say to this amazing online church, you guys are the best. I think this weekend we can break our all-time record of offerings for our celebrating our anniversary weekend, and that would put us right where we need to be, back where we need to be. We took a kind of a hit there back in the fall whenever we got pushed down by YouTube there for a while. For 90 days, it affected us, but we didn't cry, we didn't whine, we just kept on going. And so we need your help. And so I appreciate it in advance. I will be praying a special blessing on Friday and again on Sunday night. After I get done preaching in Lady Lake, Florida, then I'll go back to the hotel and do a live broadcast to finish out this 9th anniversary weekend and bless. Please help me Friday. If you want to go now, right now, and give. And say, Pastor, I'm going to give now. And tell you to keep on going. God bless all of you. We love you. Pray for India. Pray for Pakistan. I love all these people. We help the Hindu people. We want to lead them to Christ. We help the Muslim people by leading them to Christ. We want to lead them to Christ. I love all people. And that's what I'm called to do. And that's what God, when I was 7 years old, when God spoke to my heart and said, follow me. That's what I've been trying my best to do. And Sister Heidi and I are working hard to do just one thing, to get people to Christ and to be a blessing to those who are in the body of Christ, to be an encouragement. And if my YouTube videos have ever blessed you at all, you don't have to agree with everything I say and do. That's fine. That's fine. But if I've been a blessing to you in any way, if any more than just a chuckle, just a laugh, my vocabulary is bad, whatever it is, just my singing, whatever. And you say, look, I love this guy's energy. I love he's hilarious. Whatever. If I've ever been a blessing to you and you would want to bless the ministry, if you want to be a blessing to us, please go to my website right now, paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's paulbegleyprophecy.com. Help me. God bless. Pray for India. Pray for Pakistan. It's out of control.